So guys, should you play Hollow Knight in 2022? Well, maybe you heard about Silk Song, a game that's coming soon, which is Hollow Knight's sequel. Or you always stumble upon this game on Steam, or maybe your friends start talking to you about it, asking yourself if you should play it. Look, if you like Soulsvania games, if you love platformer games, just go ahead and play it. This game might be the best in the category right now. Hollow Knight was launched in 2017 by an indie company named Team Cherry, and what was its first release. I know they had Hungry Knight before in a game jam, but its first actual release was Hollow Knight, which is very impressive because the game is great. Hollow Knight is a Metroidvania action-adventure, which means it takes from the great games of the past that defined the genre, Castlevania and Super Metroid, but it also takes a lot from Dark Souls in the sense of the hard difficulty, kind of the same pains when you die, and a very green atmosphere. Atmosphere that is perfectly conveyed through great hand-drawn artwork. You start the game in a strange place that serves as a tutorial area, and that is very reminiscent of Dark Souls. Then you find your way to a small village that sits atop the old Empire of the Bugs. The village reeks of something sad, but the inhabitants are very gentle. There you discover there is some sort of undead curse, and that this old great bug kingdom has fallen. Again, another parallel to Dark Souls. We play as a mysterious figure. We are some kind of cute little mute knight. At first, we don't know much about him and the details of his quest, but as we explore Hallownest, we discover more about his past, about his story, its inhabitants, and more about the knight and the role he plays in the story. But there isn't much more I can tell you about the knight and the story without spoiling things, so I will stop here. But if you're curious and don't mind being spoiled, I'll leave a link of the description to a great video from a very good content creator that I really enjoy, mossbag. So link on the description, guys. The gameplay is really fun, but sometimes can get a little bit frenetic. You're going to be running around, jumping a lot, slash things with your nail, hijacking their dreams, hopping on enemies' heads, sliding through walls, dashing out of danger, double jumping into the fray, and even flying like a rocket. All that while blasting creatures from our spells, destroying everything on top of the power of your soul, or crashing like a comet on your fools. All that with a perfect response of your actions, but don't feel overwhelmed. Your knight will only start with a few abilities, and as you progress in the game, you will be discovering more power-ups. You're going to have plenty of time to use each one, where it feels natural to combine everything together. Or almost, because I'm still bad at using the dive spells. Think about all the control you have while playing Mega Man. But now here you have much more directions to go, since the world is interconnected and the kingdom is underground, so you can literally go in whatever direction you want. It feels like 1,000 different pathways. We're free to choose where to explore, the game is not linear. But sometimes we stumble upon puzzles we can't solve yet, because we're still missing a piece. This game will do just like Zelda, in the sense that you progress through some areas, you need to find a power-up elsewhere. But if you're worried about being lost, don't worry. I am a person that gets lost all the time, and I could get by with the charm that makes your character appear on the map. There is a charm for the map, yes. There is a lot of backtracking here, yeah, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. And the game has much more features. Hidden items like mask shards and vessel fragments to strengthen your character, benches where you can replenish your life and that serve as a place for you to respawn when you die, cute caterpillars that you have to save so you can join them with their family, please do it, and lots of customization in how you play the game with your choice of charms. I think I can't praise this game enough. It has plenty of great things, but I will try and summarize it. The game plays amazingly, the response is so fast and you have so much control over your character that whenever you take a hit, it feels like you had space to be better and avoid it. The story and ambience are great. The NPCs you find are amusing and some even have character progression. The game presents you lots of choice in what to approach first and even gives you some meaningful choices in what to do in some events. Aside from having multiple endings. Yes, this game has multiple endings. There is a sense of discovery that I felt in a few other games in the past, and until I played Hollow Knight, I thought that Metroidvania was no place for this. But boy, I was wrong. This game, that I joined only for the gameplay, hooked me with its story and kept surprising me with all the places, creatures and secrets to be found. Although I loved the exploration, sometimes it felt like a chore, knowing that I would have to backtrack all the way to the other side of the kingdom. Even with stag stations and other means of transportation that you can unlock later, sometimes it felt like a chore. I also thought that they could have spared us more benches. Sometimes an area would be so big, with just a few benches on it, and if you die further away, the spawn points, the benches, would be too far, heavily increasing the danger of a second death where you would lose all your geo. Yes, there is a mechanic to almost negate this danger, so that kinda feels like a gimmick. I would rather have tons more of benches, you know? I understand that benches would heal you, but maybe they could like maybe a little stew, just so you can have a spawn point there but not heal. I don't know, I feel like there is way to improve here a lot. Hollow Knight is a must for lovers of platformers and Metroidvania games. And even if that's not really your style, maybe it's not your cup of tea, right? I still think you should give it a go, because the game is beautiful and the story is so nice. I mean, you can get it on Steam, and you have 2 hours to play it. If you don't like it, you can refund it. But beware, you have 2 weeks to do it, okay? So if you buy the game today and you wait 3 weeks to test it for 2 hours, then you're stuck with it. This game sits among the great ones, on the top of the pantheon of this genre. And for that, Hollow Knight gets an amazing 9. That is it, guys. Please, if you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Tell me, what is your favorite charm from the game? What is your build?